Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello. It is Tuesday as far as I know. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the subscribe. As you may have noticed, there's somebody new on the screen. Maybe you didn't notice. I don't know. But there's somebody new on the screen. And he is now going to be there forever. I might mess with his tail because his tail is not actually that... Well, okay. Proportionally, it actually is about that long, which is funny because it's only half his tail. More scrunkles, less of everyone else. Okay. I'll make myself smaller and make him bigger. How about that? Because that could work. I could have him be huge and just me tiny. No. It's not happening. Let's see. I think that's everything. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, boom, boom. I'm just stalling. You know, it's fine. I didn't even check to see if I had the game capture loaded up. I do not. Anyway. This is what I do with my life. We're gonna turn the background music off. Is that so? Is that so? Okay. Just, you know, checking. You guys can hear it, right? Because it's so loud in my ears. Okay. Let me, I have to pause that. I have to do this. Do you want me to bump it up then? I'll bump it up a little bit. No? Well, I already did. So it will be louder. Shouldn't be too much terribly louder, but, you know, it's fine. I did make the music softer, but, I don't know, I was kind of listening to my VOD, and it wasn't terribly loud. But yeah. Here we are! Hello! So we're back with the Queen. Do we got anything new happening? The distant light, we got that. We found the way to talk to the Queen. Alright. I can't believe I didn't read this. Oh, well, I did kind of just end it and just be like, that's all I'm doing. But, Castor, cockroach. Paraplaneta americana. A rather rude cockroach goon working for the Great Web and, of course, Queen Zenaida. Zenaida. I don't remember how to say her name. Queen Zenaida is the head of the famous and notorious Great Web Syndicate and a living legend in her own right. Rumors abound that she knows everything about everyone in the city and that nothing escapes her watchful eyes. But one thing is for sure, despite the hive's sad state, she is still a serious force in the city's power plays. The dark web. She runs the dark web, guys.
Maybe after talking to Her Majesty, we'll be needing a couple of stiff shots.
Maybe.
It's like they're looking at me. Ugh. They have too many eyes for my taste. Perhaps a tad extravagant.
I don't know, Sonny.
So, can we ask you a few questions?
First, you have to answer us. Why are you so interested in the fate of a mere insect? Did it hurt one of your kind?
Not at all, ma'am. We were hired by someone. A widow.
Yeah, see?
Oh. So you're altruistic crusaders?
Huh.
Maybe we were just bored, ma'am.
I've heard you boys have been stirring up a lot of trouble over the last 2 decades. Perhaps this time, you've delved too deep into the hornet's nest.
I don't know about that.
You think so?
We're certain.
We'll see. If you don't mind, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
Be our guest. We have nothing to hide.
Appreciate it.
Alright. Douglas!
Tell me, do you remember a pianist called Douglas?
He's right above us, even as we speak. He's either drinking his tears or some hard booze.
Yeah.
Was he really your personal pianist?
Something like that. We loved him, and the way he played. Full of heart. But we couldn't tolerate his erratic behavior any longer.
I mean, I get it. He was drunk on the job and just started fights.
Who was the guy he got into a fight with?
A fiancé of mine at the time. He's dead now. Douglas. That silly little thing. He was always madly in love with us. He put that in his songs. And that's why we loved him. But he was jealous.
Ooh.
Jealousy is a terrible demon.
It is, Detective. It is.
There's no hope of letting him back in?
You pity him, right? I can understand that. It happened to us, too. We let him back, but he can't play or stay sober.
If we could help you with those two things, would you take him back?
Perhaps. But why would you do that? What did he promise you?
I don't think he promised us anything. We just said we would, because we wanted to.
Nothing in the world. We're just trying to be good birds, that's all.
So the tales are true after all.
Well, we're talking to a living legend too, so tales can be true.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deal, then. If you can find a cure for his hand and his heart, we'll welcome his return.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Okay. Alright. That's interesting.
What can you tell us about the current state of the hive?
Did you come here with paper bags on your heads? Have you not seen with your eyes?
I'm blind, ma'am.
Well, we'd like to hear it in your words.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not fully blind. I'm just mostly blind.
As you wish. Since the Segregation Act, our people are suffering more than ever. We are eating ourselves alive. You may think we're being figurative, but we couldn't be more literal. We're running out of flesh, of life, of soul. But before that happens, our patience will run out.
The Segregation Act wasn't good for business either, right?
Correct. We don't want to be seen as the selfless grande dame, or everyone's fairy godmother. No. We were running a thriving business.
I really like her.
You mean a thriving criminal business?
Call it what you like. It was blooming, but the blossom eventually withered. Now we are suffering like everyone else. The hive is an oil barrel, detectives. And Clawville, a crazy old fool with a match in his hand.
Is the barrel gonna explode?
And with it, the old fool.
Well, thanks for your honest opinion.
Not mere opinion. This is our future, gentlemen.
That's quite a throne you've got there.
Why, thank you. It was our late grandmother's 200 years ago.
Whoa, wait, then how old are you?
Do you think it's appropriate to ask such a question of a lady?
Yeah, Marty. You don't ever ask a woman her age on the first meeting.
For cluck's sake, Marty.
Oh, yeah, sorry. But it is a really beautiful chair.
You're funny. We like you.
Thank the gods.
Are you ready to go a little deeper?
Deeper, deeper.
Oh, you mean you're going to interrogate us?
That's one way of putting it. I prefer to call it a controlled conversation.
Interesting. You seem like a rough, crude fellow at first glance. But underneath those ruffled feathers, you have a rather sophisticated soul.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Especially the ruffled feathers part.
Our pleasure. Well, shall we begin?
I'd be delighted.
We'll certainly try. Oh boy. Lost melodies. Douglas's lost hand. Douglas's hand is broken, not his lost hand. He has his hand, and his career is too. Can we do anything about it? It only takes 2 miracles. The queen will take him back if he can heal his hand and quit drinking. I don't know which will be harder. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Let's do this.
The Queen seems to like us, but that may be a simple disguise. In any case, a veteran criminal like her is probably harder to break than to open with the right honeyed words. Boost her ego. That can be a solid tactic. But either playing the good or the bad cop, nothing is impossible if you ask the right questions in the right tone.
Be forewarned, Detective. What you learn here may shake everything you've ever believed in.
You think I believe in anything? It seems your famous senses have failed you.
We'll see, Mr. Featherland. We'll see.
So we're already off to a bad start. I can't read her face, but her eyes are focused. She's trying to give the impression of nonchalance, but in fact, she's watching my every move with anxious attention. Her body makes me feel uncomfortable. Her hands are moving gently as if they were engaged in an eternal silent dance. Her dress looks vintage, but it's in perfect condition. It's made of such expensive silk that it would probably be used to renovate the whole district. Woo! I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. Please tell us about yourself, Your Majesty. How did you become who you are? Do you really use the royal plural? Is this some kind of aristocratic fad? Miss Zenaida, may I call you that, or should I stick with the queen? I don't know. I'll go with the first one.
Please tell us about yourself, Your Majesty. How did you become who you are?
You'd be surprised how little awareness there was in it. Things happened. Years flew by. And suddenly we found ourselves on this throne.
Lucky coincidences?
There are no coincidences, dear Inspector. We just did what we thought was right.
Right. We rarely hear that from the heads of criminal organizations, if I don't offend you.
What is right for someone, and in what situation, is subjective. We've lived our whole lives by a code of what we thought was right.
Makes sense.
Isn't that convenient?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes the opposite.
At least I'm on neutral ground now.
Let's get to the point. Bodies are disappearing from the cemetery, and the clues have led us here. What do you think? Why?
Why?
You're not playing games. We appreciate that. Yes, in a way, we understand that some clues could have led you here. But those can be misleading. We know nothing about the missing bodies.
You don't know about them, or you have nothing to do with them. Big difference.
Yeah.
There is a big difference. We've heard things. The Great Web is everywhere. And every little bit of information makes its threads twitch. But no, we have nothing to do with them.
Okay. Cemetery caretaker named Joe is knocked down. He barely made it out alive. You know anything about that? Someone almost died and the perpetrators seem to have come from here. How about that? Someone was hit with a bottle that had the name of this place on it. Is it a coincidence? I'm gonna go with that last one.
Someone was hit with a bottle that had the name of this place on it. Is it a coincidence?
We don't believe in coincidences, Mr. Featherland. But that doesn't prove that the perpetrator was following our orders.
No, but it's very convenient.
It's true. It could have been a simple bum or just an angry boozer. Am I right?
For example.
Still, something's bothering me.
I mean, Bart said that those bottles weren't around for, like, ever.
What?
Why the mysterious phrasing? Why didn't you just say you didn't know anything about it? Plain and simple.
Because it wouldn't have been true, Mr. Featherland.
When we mentioned the name of the distant light to the injured Uncle Joe, he was scared to death. Why? Let's say I believe you. Do you think the glass is not just a weapon, but also a message? I really don't want to throw Joe under the bus because he really didn't want his name mentioned at all. Let's say I believe you.
Let's say I believe you. Do you think the glass was not just a weapon, but also a message?
An interesting theory, and there may be some truth in it. As the place is well known and has been ours for decades, yes, we can see why you might think that.
So you agree that the clues lead logically here?
If it is a message, we did not send it. It would be foolish to leave a clue like that, unless it leads to a trap. Am I right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, forgive the assumption, but for a spider queen sitting in the middle of the great web, setting a trap seems quite apt.
If so, you would be in big trouble.
And is that the case?
No, not yet. I like you. You're sharp and respectful, most of the time. At least, for a chicken.
You're great at insulting and complimenting at the same time.
She really is.
Thank you.
+5. Cool, cool, cool. Suppose I believe that it wasn't you. Why didn't you take action against it? We've got a pile of missing bodies and a bloody trail leading here. What do you make of that? I think I'm gonna keep on with the suppose, you know. Because it's a little more respectful than being just right out, you know, we got a pile of bodies and a trail leading to you, dame.
Suppose I believe that it wasn't you. Why didn't you take action against it?
You still think we're the feared and dreaded vigilantes of the hive. Unfortunately, those days are over, Inspector. The Great Web is now more of an information center than a real, viable enterprise.
But information is power, ain't it?
It is.
Indeed, it is. But much more so for a place that is not cut off from every other part of the world. We've been enclosed, Mr. Featherland. So the world is slowly but surely passing us by. Unless
you do something about it.
yes. But that's another story. You know, the people of the Hive don't need the Great Web to express their feelings. Especially their anger.
A hive-sized rebellion, for example.
Of course, neither the city nor the crown wants that. In fact, we don't want it. But sadly, we are no longer the most powerful in the hive. There are others who say how things are done.
Is it that Vic guy? Ah, nice! Okay, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who has the reason and the power to do such
Okay,
things?
if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who has the reason and the power to do such a thing?
The Golden Fang clan is well entrenched in the hive. Thanks in part to them, much of our business is no longer, how shall we say, profitable.
The clan, huh? I heard they've been pretty quiet lately.
The fact that a criminal organization doesn't openly blow things up doesn't mean they're not very present, as you well know, Mr. Featherland. And for all we know, you and your partner are very much responsible for the existence of the clan in the first place.
We are? You are? You guys are?
Really? Please, enlighten me.
If the Wessler Empire hadn't fallen,
Oh.
the smaller clans that then waged war for power would never have been born. Am I right?
No? Maybe?
The Wessler Empire, huh? That was an old case, Your Majesty. If we hadn't stopped that threat, we might have been in even bigger trouble.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you really think so? That it could be worse than this? The whole city was ravaged by gangs feuding over the remnants of the Wessler Empire. These gang wars have consumed all the attention of the Crown and the police, leaving nothing left for the hive. One angry insect, fed up, committed an assassination attempt that eventually led to the Segregation Act. See, after all, it all started when the so-called Chicken Police put the head of the Wessler Empire on ice over some petty, little, private matter.
You know, that's kind of a loose and far-fetched hypothesis.
Oh, we haven't covered everything, but you know that in the big picture, we're perfectly right.
I'm beginning to feel like you're interrogating me and not the other way around.
Oh, please don't. We didn't mean to frighten you.
Then may I continue?
We are at your service.
So, it's the Golden Fang clan that's got you and your people in a tight spot. Am I right?
We're not saying they're responsible for the disappearances. But if it wasn't us, they seem the most likely choice.
I have to agree. Are you willing to talk about them?
To a certain extent, yes. As long as it doesn't harm our interests.
Okay, then let's continue the conversation in this vein.
Okay, so nothing changed there. Why would the clan need a fresh corpse? What can they do with it? What is the clan doing here and why the hive? I'm not gonna do the blame someone else. I'm really torn. Why would the clan need a fresh corpse? What can they do with it? What is the clan doing here and why the hive? I feel like the what is the clan doing here has already kind of technically been answered by her. I feel like a better like question would be, why would the clan need a fresh corpse, and what would they do with it? What can they do with it? Because that would give us a little more information. Yeah.
Why would the clan need a fresh corpse? What can they do with it?
Did you say fresh? How fresh?
Well, the last one was from yesterday. Why?
Oh.
What do you think?
If they were old carcasses, we'd be ignoring it. But fresh meat is a different matter.
Okay, so she didn't know.
Did you say meat?
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Have you seen how many insects walk around the hive, missing limbs?
We've had the misfortune to see that, yes.
The Chlorvillian gourmets pay fat little fortunes for fresh body parts.
Ugh. Ugh.
To eat them?
That was a nice gulp sound. Nice job, whoever the VA is.
Well, they're not going to put them on display. That's for sure.
Ugh. Blah.
So you think the clan sells fresh body parts on the black market?
That could be one reason for digging up bodies. But it could be something else entirely.
Which is?
We don't know, Mr. Featherland. You're the detective, not us. But we're sure you'll get to the bottom of it.
Oh, look at us! Well, there's an ad. Why do I get the feeling you're getting wealthy off the greasy bits too? You really do see anything. What do you think the clan is playing for? And where did I get their resources? I am leaning towards flattering. You really do see everything. I don't wanna be that guy. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that going along with it, we'll get more information, especially out of her. Than not. Cuz there's no way that she's not getting rich, right? Obviously she's getting rich. Because of just how she's dressed, how she has everything and whatnot. But she's also been established for God knows how long. I'm gonna go with flattery. Nah.
You really do see everything. What do you think the clan is playing for? And where do they get their resources?
For the clan, hiding in the hive was a great idea. But they cut themselves off from the rest of the city with it. So they must have connections or help from beyond the walls.
Another gang? Maybe they've teamed up with someone. The Black Scales. The Furies, maybe.
I don't think so, Mr. Featherland. All the criminal organizations in Clawville are different. But they all have one thing in common. They all want absolute power. That's why they don't really ally themselves with others.
What are you implying? Who can support them from beyond the walls?
Whose interest do you think it would be to aid and abet the clan and get them here? Whose interest is it for the hive to slowly bleed itself dry? For someone who has a problem with the very existence of it.
You mean?
Yes. Exactly, Mr. Featherland.
Sweet, furry, feathered heavens. You claim that the clan is funded by the crown?
I mean, it's a possibility. It really is a possibility. Because they're low on meat. They have to make synth meat all the time. And, you know, they did have an assassination attempt by, you know, an insect. So, who's to say that it's not?
We're not saying it is. But the city government is currently benefiting from the fact that the hive is getting on with its little infighting, instead of causing trouble on the big scale. You know, peace negotiations are coming.
What does that have to do with the disappearance of a few bodies of ordinary citizens? Even if it's like you say, isn't that just more fuel for the fire?
I mean, there's legit history of these kinds of organizations being secretly founded and allied. Yeah, yeah, it's... I don't see how this wouldn't be a thing.
It might be. Perhaps it's for a different purpose, Mr. Featherland. That detective, that private eye, who was working on this.
Excuse me?
Private Eye?
So you know more than you're letting on.
Frank Castellini. Or, as many called him, half-armed Frank, which we always thought was funny, because he was only one arm short of 4.
Shit. Frank.
The fool was obsessed with pursuing Mick and the clan. He discovered something significant. Maybe he found out exactly where they were hiding. In any case, it certainly pissed off the monkey. Because Mick's got a big bounty on poor Frank's head.
Oof. I did not know that.
That's bad. That's really bad. Well, thank you for telling me this.
We're surprised to say it ourselves. But we're glad we could help.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah! I'm the queen. I know, I was one short. I should have gotten that, but it's fine.
So Frank Castellini, right? We know him. In fact, I'd say we're friends.
We thought cops didn't like private eyes.
I demand a recount.
Frank's helped us out with a lot in the past. And in return, we'd turn a blind eye when he snooped where he shouldn't have.
There was a time when cooperation between animals and insects was commonplace.
Yeah.
I was just a chick then, Your Majesty. But my partner lived in the hive's neighborhood for quite some time.
Oh, really?
It used to be a great neighborhood, ma'am.
Hello, random.
If this was meant to make us sympathize with you and your cause, you've succeeded. You see, we're old and sentimental, but we're something else, too.
So wait, Skyrim is fun and broken? Is that what you're saying?
Beautiful.
Thank you. But that's not what we meant. We're practical, which means if you really want our help, you'll have to do something for us in return.
So, Marty literally just went out and was like, you know, I think you're beautiful. Okay. Got it.
Seems like a fair offer. We're listening.
Frank was never a friend, nor an enemy. He's the kind of man who doesn't belong to either side. Always walking in the shades between them. But not so long ago, we had a quarrel. And he's taken something from us that's very dear to our hearts.
You want us to bring back this something?
Random, I love you.
Bring it back? No, we don't want it back. You won't be able to do that. Just tell us where it is. We'll take care of the rest.
I'm confused and suspicious.
You're being deliberately vague, am I right?
Yes.
Sometimes it's best if you know exactly what you need to know. If you get the information we want, you can guarantee the Great Web will be on your side when you clash with the Golden Fang clan.
Hell yeah, let's go!
When, not if.
Nah, it's gonna be a when, Sonny. Come on, let's be real.
We have no doubt that if you follow the trail your friend Frank has set out on, it will eventually lead you to the clan's trap.
I don't know, Random. I don't know.
Okay, you got a deal. We'll meet again soon.
I look forward to it, detectives. But I'd hurry if I were you. Your friend Frank could be in serious trouble.
Furry hell. Frank. What has he got himself into?
I don't know, man. It seems pretty bad.
Exactly what we're about to get ourselves into, partner.
Yeah.
If you're ready.
Yeah.
What do you mean, ready? I'm always ready. In fact, I was born ready.
Hell yeah, Marty. Let's fucking go!
I don't mean that. I just mean, what's going on with you and Laura? There's enough shit going on. I don't want to stir up any more.
I mean, Marty, he's not wrong. And I am good. I think, finally over the hump for most of my sick. I'm just, a little runny of the nose. And I still keep having migraines, but it's fine.
Cluck that. It's what you do best, Boss Bird. And let's keep it that way, okay? You drive, I follow, we get shot at, we survive, but just barely, and most importantly, we don't talk about personal shit. Deal?
Really?
You know, buddy, that's the best deal I ever heard.
Aw.
Now you're talking.
Wait a minute, it's Fillmore! Oh, what? When did he get here? First up is Frank, an old friend who's now working as a private investigator in the hive. Zenaita's greatest treasure. Zenaita wants us to get her information on the whereabouts of her greatest treasure, whatever that is. We need to find out exactly where it is and get inside the clan's headquarters. Are we running into a trap? Zenaita thinks that if we follow Frank's trail, we will surely end up in the clan's trap. You right. Nice.
Who do my eyes see?
Why is he here?
The one and only Fillmore Lowe.
Yep.
Private Hawkeye and professional boozer. What's this old featherhead doing here?
Looks like we're not the only lost fowl in the hive.
Not counting that weirdo pianist, of course.
Did we say hi?
Sure we do. I need to know what he's up to. He might even be in similar shoes to ours.
You think so? That would be almost like a crossover episode.
A what?
Yeah, never mind.
It looks like he lost weight, though. He looks pretty good. Brutus. That's a different one. Nice. Always good to get stuff on the cheap if you can. Fillmore Lowe. Peregrine Falcon. Falco Peregrinus. Whatever. Fillmore Lowe is an old rival and perhaps I should say a friend. We started our careers at about the same time, and while I chose to join the police force, he took the precarious path of the private eye. We have clashed many times over our jobs, and we have pulled each other out of messes many times. His heart is in the right place, but unfortunately, he drinks a bit too much. He's a rather unreliable guy. So, I didn't get one clue. But I did it. Let's talk to the old bird.
Oh no, I think I'm hallucinating.
You're not hallucinating, Phil. We're standing here in front of you, in all our feathered glory.
That's my clucking luck. Even in the hive, I can't get away from you two.
We're your living conscience, pal.
And what does my conscience tell me?
Probably to stay out of this?
To stop drinking?
I mean, also that.
The pot calling the kettle black?
Fair enough.
Shut up, Marty. Not today.
I'll zip it.
So, are you on a little investigation?
What else would I be doing in the hive? Do I look like I belong here?
Hi, Annie.
No.
Annie,
Actually,
Annie, out of the way.
almost
Out of the way.
hurts to
Out of
say
the
it
way.
out loud, but you look pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanks, sweetheart. By the way, if you're so interested, there's a gang of dung beetles who broke into the local sewage treatment plant and stole some high-quality manure.
Is there such a thing as high-quality manure?
Yeah.
Son, if you only knew. Here, manure is sometimes worth as much as gold.
You know what? We don't need the details.
But I do.
And you? What are you doing here? Are you being teased by some hot she-cat?
No, not this time. Not this time. Oh, nice.
Never again, Phil. Never again.
I can understand that. Well, make yourselves at home, if you can. They don't like our kind around here.
I mean,
You don't say.
you know.
I'm surprised you still have feathers.
Yeah, it's a small miracle.
Goddamn, I love. Whew.
Listen, Phil. You know Frank Castellini?
Of course I know him. Everybody knows him around here. Why?
Well, I think he overreached himself a little and got into a tussle with the Golden Fang clan.
A general call? What does that mean?
Well, rest in pieces, Frank. You were a great insect. Let's drink to that.
Don't be silly, Phil. He's still alive. At least we hope he is. But maybe not for long. Heard anything from him?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I heard he had a case involving the closing of the textile factory, but that's all I know.
Yeah, we heard about that too. Strange. But thanks anyway.
Okay.
I hope you find him still alive. He's a good guy.
Finger guns. That's for Minecraft, right? The
How
hive.
come you're drinking so casually in the middle of the hive? We almost got hanged on the first lamppost when we got here.
Me too. But my client has pretty good connections here, so I've had a sort of license to fly.
Speaking of licenses, do you even have one? I mean, real, proper permission to enter the hive.
I know you don't play Minecraft, but Mal or someone else might. I know Mal did for a while play Minecraft. I don't know if he still does, but.
What? No, of course not. What do you take me for, an idiot?
Well, he's got a point.
I hope you didn't have too much of a struggle getting one.
Shut up, both of you.
I love the finger guns.
Zip has lost something very dear to him. Have you heard anything about it?
Have you seen it? Have you heard it?
Actually, it's a pretty rough story. Mick Goldfang ripped it off with his own hand.
Oh no! I thought that like maybe he didn't have one, and like it was an old family like relic or something. No, his tail got fucking ripped off. Ugh.
That's what Zip was referring to, though he wouldn't go into details.
I don't blame him.
Any idea where we can find it?
You guys really want to get that thing back?
Mm-hmm.
The old trash panda got us out of a lot of trouble over the years, and we did the same for him. Kind of a habit between us.
All I know is that Mick doesn't always keep it on him. But he does have a secret headquarters somewhere in the hive. So there's a good chance that's where the stray body part's gonna be.
I don't know.
Thanks, Phil. That sounds like an exceptionally useful tip.
Thank you, Phil.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Now you might as well cluck off.
Good evening to you, too.
One more thing, Sonny. What I said, you didn't hear it from me.
I heard it from nobody.
Stop treating us like day-old chicks, Phil. We never even met you.
That's the spirit. Good bird.
Hey, buddy. Change of outfit?
Huh? What the fuck are you clucking about?
Ah, new guy.
Honestly, I don't mind you not having that ugly rifle.
What's the chick talking about?
Marty, he's not...
I think the suit's a bit much. Somehow, it's not for your kind.
Oh, Marty!
What do you mean, not for my kind?
Marty, I think they're brothers.
Oh, so he and the guy upstairs are twins?
Marty. I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Well done, Marty. You deserve a cookie.
I want a cookie.
Sorry, good sir. We didn't mean to offend.
Will you get the cluck out of here?
On our way.
I can't. Brutus, cockroach, Paraplaneta americana, Caster's brother, Queen Zenaita's personal bodyguard, and a real bonehead. Much like our lovely feathered friend. Alright, let's go to Frank's place. Right? Yeah, let's go to Frank's place.
Cluck, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm taking this out. It's uncomfy.
What now?
We're going in. We're gonna find Frank alive and well.
Great plan. Can I bring Bertha?
Of course.
What? I swear I won't shoot you with it. Again.
Oh, thanks, partner. That's real nice of you.
At least not on purpose.
What?
What? Nothing.
I love them. When did the paint get there? I don't remember the paint being there before. He was, actually.
Are you ready?
No, but who cares, right?
Right. Let's go.
Ooh.
Just when you thought you were prepared for everything. Well, we weren't. It was dark. Then, as our eyes slowly adjusted to the lack of light, we saw him. Ah, damn it, Frank. What have you done to yourself? What have you got yourself into? And then I thought, If I don't get off this case, is that how I'm gonna end up too?
Douse me with nectar and light me with fire. If it isn't the bloody chicken, please.
Hello, Frank. How are you feeling?
You know, Sonny, we insects breathe through little holes anyway. So I just got more air in my windpipes, right?
Stop talking, Frank. We'll get you out of here and you'll be fine.
Hell you will. You always were an incurable optimist, Marty. You can see your way out of a ship that's both on fire and sinking, eh?
Well, actually, that really happened once.
It did.
Listen, Frank. Who did this?
Not just who, Sonny. It's who and why.
Well, then who and why?
Oh, damn it, man. It hurts like hell.
I know, buddy. I know. But
Now listen. And keep your non-existent ears pointed. Chickens.
yes, Frank.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, Frank. What were you gonna say?
We are meat.
What's that, Frank?
Cluck, he's delirious.
No, I think he's onto something, guys.
No, you idiots. Don't you understand? Meat is us.
Oh, the M-E-A, the alternative meat. M-E-A-T, not just meat. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I understand, but
Nah, he's talking nonsense, Sonny.
No. You guys.
Shit. The light. I see the fucking light.
Oh, no.
Here.
No. Frank, you can't die. We literally just met you.
Don't go there, Frank, please.
It's really bright.
Frank?
Frank.
Clucking hell.
Frank?
Frank!
Fuck.
Yeah. It's over.
I know.
What?
Meat is us.
Holy shit.
What the hell does that even mean?
You guys are frustrating me.
I don't know, Marty, but we're gonna find out.
You know, sometimes they're really dumb, but sometimes they're really smart. Right now, they're really dumb.
And if we end up like this,
I'm gonna attribute it to old age.
Frank dug something up he shouldn't have, and he spat in somebody's face. Somebody who shouldn't be messed with.
I know that formula.
Yeah, me too.
So?
Let's take a good look around. Maybe we can figure out exactly what Frank was talking about. May the great wild ones rest his soul.
Or the big bright light, or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Anywho, farewell, buddy.
Come on, let's get to work.
Oh, Frank. Oh, Frank. So he was shot right in front of his house. That's why
Ah, feathers.
uh,
What do we do with him now? Call the police?
Not yet.
Sonny, the rules, the big book.
You're kidding me, right?
Of course I'm kidding. I love breaking the rules.
Joking aside, we need to know more before we make this case official. You know our colleagues would just bag him, clean the place up, and be done with it. I mean, he was just a bug.
Yeah,
They wouldn't even open a file on him.
that's terrible.
It's unlikely.
So, what now?
We know someone who can help.
Oh, no, you don't mean him, do you?
Yes, I do. Bubo. Well, the old ex-coroner owes us a few favors.
Ugh, don't we owe him a few?
Well, it's basically the same thing.
Okay, so we're gonna cruise around with a clucking dead body?
No. We're bringing Bubo here. Once he's examined him, we'll give Frank a proper burial. Don't worry. But first, we have to finish what he started. And we gotta leave no trace that we were ever here.
Like ghosts.
Exactly.
Chicken ghosts. Or ghost chickens.
Are you finished?
Oh yeah, I'm finished.
Okay. Bubo's clinic. Bubo's secret clinic, which of course everyone knows exists. It's where the old bird treats the endless line of criminals and off-duty policemen. A dusty little hole full of the oddest things, but it suits Bubo perfectly. Ghosts, yeah, right? Frank is dead. Frank is dead, and we need to figure out who did it and why, and figure out what to do with him. We need Bubo. We need Bubo to examine Frank thoroughly. Unfortunately, we can't rely on police this time.
Clucking feathery hell.
You took the word right out of my beak, partner.
How long have we known the old bug?
I don't know, 10 years, something like that.
I was just a chick back then. A greenhorn little snot next to you.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Fond memories.
Yeah, we had some.
Well, rest in peace, Frank. May the great light shine upon you. Although I don't know if you were religious or not, but...
I think Frank only believed in one thing. The truth.
I would agree with that statement.
wow. That was... nice.
I can be nice.
I love it. I can be nice.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Let's see.
This is not a good sign.
No, Marty, it is not.
No, it's not.
Had he gone mad? I mean, was someone or something driving him crazy?
I don't know.
He was completely consumed by what he was working on. And I'm afraid that's what led to his death.
Shit.
Chicken shit.
Yeah. Shit, chicken shit.
Look, there's something interesting here. A letter. Should we read it?
Who? Oh, the ad said adorbs? Oh.
Can't hurt Frank now, can it? And anyway, it's been opened already.
Perfect argument.
Now, let's see.
A letter we found on Frank's death. It was written by a woman named Zelina. Unlock the secret clue. I can never thank you enough for what you did for me. Life in Averia is wonderful. Everyone here is so welcoming and friendly. I think I met a very nice boy too. I have never been so free as I have since I stepped out from under the shadow of my mother in the hive. Forever in your debt, and always yours, always your friend, Zelina. I wonder if that's Zeta's daughter.
Everything here is covered in it. Old newspaper articles, ancient files, obscure memos, and all sorts of crazy scribbles. Zelina.
That must be the Spider Queen's daughter.
That's what I'm thinking.
So,
Frank helped her escape the Hive and Clawville.
seems like it. Wait. For the Great Wild Ones, if the Queen finds out about this, she'll have us hanged.
Well, she can't hurt Frank now, but she can hurt us. Who knows how she'll react to this news?
And we made her a promise. So, what do we do?
What do we do
We have
indeed?
two options. We tell her the truth, or we lie to her. Simple as that.
I don't like either.
Yeah, I don't either.
Welcome to the real world, buddy boy. All tough decisions, no reward.
I don't like it.
There's nothing here. Did Frank eat anything at all?
This case seems to have wiped everything else from his mind. I was like that once.
Once? You've been living like that since I've known you. Speaking of which, what do you eat?
Oh, you know, things.
What do I eat? Ah, give me a break.
But seriously, I've known you for 20 years, and I don't know if I've ever seen you eat.
Well, I might be a vampire rooster.
An energy vampire, more like.
Just like Colin Robinson. God, I love them. Okay, so... Still don't know what's up with Monica. I wonder if Monica has something to do with Zelina.
Riots in the Hive, the King, the MEAT, the fall of the Westler Empire. This is an incoherent mess.
Please, guys, put the dots connect.
There
Like,
must be a
connect the
system
dots,
to
please.
it. But
Please.
unfortunately, only Frank would know it.
Ay.
Do you really think we're in the middle of some big conspiracy?
Of course.
It's too early to say, but we can't leave it at that. Frank was involved in something serious.
Sure
So
is.
what do we do? Are we gonna interrogate the king?
I mean,
Maybe. Better not. I mean, not yet. But later.
I'm gonna stab them.
Oh, wild ones. This is gonna be a joyride. Do you really think he had gone mad?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so. He was the most methodical detective I've ever known. Ah, sure, he was a bit Looney Tunes, but he was thorough and measured.
But this place tells a different story.
He got himself into something he couldn't exactly handle.
Well, I hope he got close to the flame and didn't die in vain.
Oof. I like that. I like that phrasing, though.
Maybe we can finish what he started.
Or we end up like him?
Or we end up like him.
Great. All these scribbles and newspaper cuttings. I'm afraid it's gonna be impossible to untangle without Frank.
I can do it.
Let's have a closer look. There's bound to be clues.
Can I want to look. I want to look.
Concentrate, old cock. What else is there that could be important?
Let me look. I am the Red String Map Queen. Have you seen my Rusty Lake playthrough? I guess I'll go to Bubo's.
Good old Dr. Bubo. He used to be a coroner at the station, but he was fired a couple of years ago. Too many organs and chemicals disappeared while the old bird's secret lab just kept growing and growing. Since then, the place has become a kind of backstreet clinic, frequented by criminals and bent cops. I can't count how many times we've been stitched up by the old owl. Of course, we never asked for anesthetic. We were too scared of losing an organ or two when we woke up. If we woke up. So it's mostly pain that comes to mind when Bubo's name comes up. But the fact is that the owl was a fantastic pathologist in his day, so he may have some useful information.
Oh my god. John. Stop! I'm gonna mute you or ban you for freaking repeating.
Are you ready?
Can anyone ever be ready for him?
Also, Random, you're fine. You got time. It's there forever.
Well, not really.
Well, let's get this over with.
How to do 3 it's the shtick. And now Random's doing it. Oh my god.
Hey, Bubo, you old owl.
Ooh, I really didn't need you guys. Shot, cut, burn, or what? Spit it out quickly. I'm having a bad day.
It's nighttime, Bubo.
Day, night, night, day, who cares? It doesn't make any difference for me. So, what do you want?
What if we just wanted to say hello to an old friend?
Guys, you're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, and I'm the featherless holy virgin swan, eh?
Okay. There are a few things you might be able to help us with.
Have you been in a no-go zone again?
No.
Something like that. There's this case that takes us to some pretty dark and strange places.
There's always a case with dark and strange places.
He's not wrong.
Have you heard of the distant light?
Woohoo! In the hive. You're not messing around, are you? Okay. I'm interested in this one. Just a little.
Huh.
So, can we ask you a few questions?
Since you're already here. But don't take too deep a sniff. I spilled some chemical, and the truth is, I don't even know what it was. If we're lucky, we'll just get a little stoned.
What a prospect. No coffee?
You don't want to drink the coffee I drink, Marty, my boy. Trust me.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Ooh, whoa. I don't. Boo-boo.
All legal stuff, right, Doc?
Of course, Sonny. You want my permission, perhaps?
You know what? Yes, please.
You're bluffing, and so am I. So we can end this conversation right here.
You old geezer.
You wrinkled old cock.
Ooh, can I play this too?
No.
Okay.
Why is this framed? They usually frame artwork, don't they?
The word artwork means different things to different animals, Marty.
You
I
right.
bet your house is full of pin-up posters.
You think I'm that simple?
I don't have to answer that, do I?
If you must know, I like sophisticated vintage paintings.
You do?
If you don't believe me, come see for yourself. Actually, how come you've never been to my place?
Because you guys don't talk.
Because you've never gotten me properly drunk, sweetheart.
Well, that ship has probably sailed. Laura may never let me back home.
Come on, you two were made for each other.
Do you really think so?
A masochistic cougar goddess and a danger junkie rooster? You're kidding. It's a match made in heaven.
You're being sarcastic again.
And you're getting better at being a detective.
Wait, don't touch it, Sonny.
What? I wasn't going to.
Who knows what kind of ancient, dark voodoo pathogens breed here?
Oh, Marty.
Voodoo pathogens? You haven't been snorting Bubo's secret medicine again, have you?
No, never again. That night I'll never forget.
Neither will the poor orangutan.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Bubo's operating room and weird laboratory. No reason to go in there yet. And I hope there won't be later.
So, ask your silly detective questions. Can't you see I have 100 things to do?
You really don't, my dude.
Well, no, not really.
Sonny always has some silly detective questions. He's really good at that.
And you could be better at shutting the cluck up.
Ooh, I miss this so much.
Corpses are disappearing from the cemetery in the hive, Bubo. Have you heard anything about this?
You're asking me of all people?
Yeah.
We know you were deep in the Clawville organ trade in the past. We're not here to judge.
Well, I am.
Ha!
Those times are history, okay? I'm off the organs, or any other body parts. I've been clean for 7 years.
Okay, that's not why we're here. Have you heard anything about the disappearances?
Afraid not. But if I ever get any salesmen peddling insect organs knocking on my door, you'll be the first to know.
Oh, gee, thanks, Bubo.
Thanks. You are a master of bones, old man.
Ooh, thank you very much. If you gotta break 'em or fix 'em, look for old Bubo.
What a slogan.
We have a friend who has a badly broken hand, a pianist from the hive. Do you think you could fix it?
I can't tell you anything offhand, but get the guy, or at least his hand, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, my God.
That's it? No, you have to do something for me in return?
Oh, you're right, Marty boy.
Oh, my God, Marty.
Marty.
So, since you're going to the hive, speak to the queen for me. I want an audience.
Why?
Why would you want to speak to the queen?
That's my secret, okay? That's all I ask. Deal?
Sure.
Deal. And the pianist will be sent here.
So be it.
I honestly had no idea why Bubo would want to talk to the queen.
The truth is, we're not here to chat.
What a stunning surprise.
Remember Frank? Frank Castellini?
The three-toothed walrus guy?
No, but almost.
Oh, yeah. I know. The one-eyed jaguar with that ridiculous squeaky voice.
What? No, don't be silly.
Then I don't know who. Tell me.
The horned beetle detective from the hive.
Ah, you mean half-armed Frank. Why didn't you say so? What's with that poor bugger? He owes me $20.
Well, you're not getting that 20 back anytime soon.
I knew that son of a bum would run away.
He's dead.
Oh.
Oh, indeed. And we need you to examine him.
Here we go. I knew you'd drag me into some crazy suicide scenario. But no, The answer is no. I don't do bugs.
Why not?
You don't do bugs? What are you, a buggish?
No, you clucking duck. But as much as it may not seem like it, I like to live. And I'd still like to be doing it in the future.
Come on, old bird.
Anyone who's been involved in insect issues since the Segregation Act won't last long. It's just the way it is. And your two pretty eyes ain't gonna change that, Martin.
So I have pretty eyes?
Ah. Oh, I love him.
Look, buddy boy, I don't need this shit. But Frank was our friend. He was your friend too, or something.
Is that a yes?
No, that's a But fine. Okay, bring him here and I'll check him out.
What? Bring him here?
What did you think? That I was gonna dissect someone in a dark little hole in the hive?
Clockin' hell. Okay.
Okay.
I love the zooms.
We'll get his body.
Fine. And hurry. But also make sure he's out of here without a trace.
Okay. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but okay.
We will, Bubo. And thanks. We owe you one.
Don't say that yet, Sonny. Something tells me it's gonna be a long, long night.
Yeah. I wonder if Uncle Joe's gonna help
I wasn't
us.
planning on going home anyway.
Where's it?
There's this new meat substitute. It's called MEAT. Do you know anything about it?
A little too salty for my taste, but otherwise it's really good.
That's not what I mean. Something more scientific.
I don't know what it's made of, but it's not meat. And it still tastes deceptively like meat. Like chicken.
Chicken? How do you know what chicken tastes like?
He's an owl, man.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to, Marty boy.
Have you ever had it tested? I mean, under laboratory conditions.
Why would I do that? But if you get some, I might as well do it. For a price, of course.
That's what we're gonna do.
I think Sonny actually does know a little more than he's letting on.
Good for you. Good for you.
Something is different here.
Busy times, boys. I'm a little more scattered than I should be.
No, it's like something's missing.
Martin? Martin.
You mean Ursula?
That's it.
You feathered bastard.
Has the poor she-bear finally come to her senses and left you? Again?
Ooh, you know the situation very well, don't you, sonny boy?
Oof.
And me. We're kind of like Bachelors Anonymous now.
She's gone again, but this time for good. You just feel it when they leave in such a way that they never come back.
Shit, I was just trying to be funny. I'm sorry, old bird.
I don't need your pity. Since then, I'm a free bird. And I can work as much as I want.
Good for us.
Good for you. Ooh.
But, well, I don't know. Take care of yourself, okay?
Cut the crap, Sonny, or I'll puke.
Yep, there's the boo-boo everyone knows and loves.
Alright. Hang on, let's go back. New clues! Frank is dead. We need to get Frank's body to Bubo as discreetly as possible. Bubo will examine Frank, but he won't set a foot in the hive, so we have to carry Frank's body through the city. Great prospects. Bubo is willing to help, but at what cost? I don't know. Okay, so, question. Do you guys think that we should tell the queen about, about,
Insects are attracted to fire.
her daughter?
But if you're freezing, it doesn't matter whether you're an insect or not. Let's go.
Feathers. Frank's gone.
Someone else got to him first.
What do you mean, someone else? Who the cluck needs a dead bug?
The Gold Fang clan.
The same clucker who digs up the bodies in the graveyard.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you've got a point.
We need to take a good look around. The culprits must have left some kind of clue.
How the hell can you be so calm?
Rest assured, Marty, I'm not.
Whoever did this, I'm gonna finish him off. This is now personal.
Good, make it personal. That's always the best way.
I think the big book says the exact opposite.
You see, son, that's why I don't read.
And also, 'cause I can't read. Honesty, I feel bad for her, though.
Damn, Frank.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, there's something in there.
What do you see?
Item received. A golden fang. Golden fang, the symbol of the Golden Fang clan. Evidence and souvenir in one. Lord.
Concentrate, old cock.
Okay, so there's nothing else here that we need. Frank's gone. Frank's body disappeared from the fire. Oh, we can't go there. We can't. Okay, so there's other stuff we need here.
Damn, this looks familiar. Just like home.
Kitchen?
This kitchen is as useless as mine, if I had a kitchen.
So is there something else on this that I don't know? Yeah. Can this be yours, Mick?
What about this?
It's a tooth, Marty. Or a fang, to be more precise.
Wiggling fingies.
Made of gold. It doesn't get much more on the nose than that, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Just confirms our suspicions.
The Golden Fang clan collects dead bugs?
And murder is probably also on their agenda.
But why did they leave it here? Is it some kind of message?
Or Frank knocked it out before he was killed.
I don't get this, Boss Bird.
Thank you for the booba tea. Ha. And I am not goblin sitting for once, thank you.
Well, I have a hunch. But it's getting late. Let's figure this out in my office.
You mean in that dark little hole you call home?
If I remember correctly, you don't have any place better at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I'll zip it.
Good. Let's make like chickens and get the cluck out of here.
Let's get the clock out of here. Mongrel Mick Castle. Mandrill. Mandrillis Sphinx. Mick Castle, aka Mongrel Mick, is the head of the Golden Fang clan and second in command of the former Wessler criminal empire. After his boss, Ibn Wessler, and his brother, Albert Wessler, were put out of business by the Chicken Police, Mick founded the most powerful successor to the fractured crime gang. This became the Golden Fang clan, named after Mick's gold-plated tooth. Only 3 years after the collapse of the Westler Empire, Mick has grown to the extraordinary power with astonishing speed, and now controls perhaps the most dangerous gang in the city, a ruthless psychopath who cares for nothing but himself. It's true. So I'm literally only able to go back to my place.
Ah, the smell of dust and broken dreams. But what's with all these boxes?
I'm leaving soon, Marty. For good. Soon as we get this case out of the way.
Ah, yes. Your around the wilderness trip, right? But really, you'll just leave everything and never come back? I mean, you're friends?
Friends?
Yeah, friends. Like me. Or Monica, or...
There's nothing to tie me here, Marty. Since Molly left.
Ah, Molly, Molly, Molly.
What?
Always Molly. How many years has it been? Do you even remember?
Yeah, it's 2 days from retirement.
Yeah, I remember. Every single miserable day.
Jeez, old bird, can you even hear yourself? Shouldn't you be
What, Marty?
moving on? Get on with your life. If you don't have someone to stay for, go and get someone worth staying for.
Oh, yeah, sure, because it's that simple.
Sometimes it is.
Yes, it's exactly that simple. It would be, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Marty, please, don't cluck about things you don't understand.
You're right. I'm not in your shoes. That's fair. But to leave everything and just go off into the wilds? Sure, it sounds romantic, but do you even know where you're going?
I have no clucking idea, and I don't care.
But I do.
Aw, Marty.
Look, let's just finish this, okay? That's all I ask.
Yeah, okay. Ah, Molly, your ex-wife.
Yeah,
Why did you leave this one up?
I don't know. There's a part of me that just couldn't take it down. I tried. Believe me.
Cluck, man. I understand. I really do.
Thanks, buddy.
So there's a number. Another number right there. Where's my pen? Oh, I left it upstairs. Shoot. Is it 5, 5, 5, 2, 2, 3 H?
Let's see.
That was outside Zip's diner.
Zip's Cafe, Zip's Cafe, we serve everyone. Zip's Cafe, Zip's Cafe, the best coffee in town.
Furry heavens, that was horrible.
I love that. I love it. All right.
Nothing. I don't know what I expected.
Is that an H or an M? No, that seems like an H. Okay. Another number there.
Listen, Sonny, about what the Queen said,
What do you mean?
that it all started with us? This downfall? Because we caused the Wessler Empire to collapse? I've never thought about it like that before.
I have, countless times.
And? What's your conclusion?
I've been over this a million times in my head, Marty. And you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe we did cause all this. But if I had to do it over again, well, I'd do it over again.
Why?
Because it was the right thing to do. And because it was our job.
Maybe you're right, but still...
You don't know what would have happened if we hadn't done it.
Yeah.
Maybe everything would have been better. Maybe a lot worse. So what's the point of dwelling on it?
Yep, it's like dwelling on woulda, coulda, shouldas, or what ifs.
Huh. Usually you're the gloomy, depressed, pissed off, grumpy type. And yet now, you're comforting me.
Well, maybe I can change.
Ah, chicken shit. You're Sonny. You'll always be Sonny.
Don't go weird on me, Marty, okay?
Understood.
So, let's get our act together and see what we've got.
A mysterious woman, missing bodies, the Golden Fang clan, the Spider Queen, and Frank. All in one night. This could be a new record.
Concentrate, Marty. We need to piece together a logical chain of events from this whole mess.
Yeah, let's investigate the cluck out of this shit.
Is that your new slogan?
Yeah.
Work on it.
Okay. Event timeline. Piece together the chain of events by combining the right events with the right animal. Cycle through the events to select the one that fits into the panel. Each event can only be used once. Each panel will require you to select one or two animals. The same animal cannot be present in multiple panels. You can track your progress at the bottom of the screen. Completed panels are highlighted in yellow. This lady contacted me about her missing husband. I don't know you. I dug up the dead. Frank got in trouble. The wrong gang. Ended up dead. Okay. Nice.
This Milo guy was working in the textile factory, which suddenly closed down.
So he started to work for Frank, our old pal.
But the job wasn't long-lived. Neither was he, and even his body disappeared.
Along with several other bodies, so his wife came to you.
Who didn't paint a pretty picture of the hive.
And then we found a clue in the cemetery that drew us to the distant light.
Where we learned a lot from the Spider Queen. For example, that the Golden Fang rules the hive and is keeping them in its thrall.
And that our old friend Frank was neck deep in it.
Sadly, Frank won't be providing us with information.
Unless it's from beyond the grave,
And then his body disappeared.
which we have to find.
And we know where to look. But we're gonna need some heavy artillery for the job.
And we can't pursue this case officially.
So we have to keep it a secret.
Quite a prospect. The chicken police are back in action.
Shut up, Marty.
Lewis's number. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to call him. 555932. Yay! Good!
Let's see.
Alright, so 555932. Oh, jeez.
Hey, you old carrot chewer.
Hello, Sonny, my dear friend. It's been a long time since I heard your voice. How can I help you tonight?
Hi, Lewis.
Sorry to call you at this hour, but could you get Marty a room? Just for tonight.
Well, I was just leaving, but sure. We'll manage.
Thanks, Lewis. Wait, where are you going at this hour? Isn't it almost morning?
Oh, I really hope they get all contained.
Oh, it's just a little business, Sonny. Don't worry about it. I'm opening the apartment for Marty.
Lewis?
Thanks again, buddy boy.
Call all the numbers in the game. Huh.
A picture was beginning to form. Not clear, not a masterpiece, but I could pick out details already. Worrying details. A queen of a hidden world. A king of a dying world. Graves dug up. Bodies missing. A golden fang. And a dead friend. Quite a night. Marty's here, and he's confident as ever. But I can see the skin on the corner of his beak twitching a little. He's holding on tight as he rides along with me on yet another crazy, dangerous, and overly mysterious case. But he should be at home to save his crumbling marriage. I should be somewhere else too, on that round-the-world trip I've been planning for so long. But yeah, this is me. This is us. Chicken police till the end. Well, that end may be close.
What is it, Sonny? What's worrying you?
I was just thinking that maybe this is the very case that really is gonna end the chicken police.
Eesh, it must be depressing being Sonny Featherland 24 hours a day.
It is, Marty. It really is.
Damn. Chapter 2 of Kings and Showgirls.
We had to keep secret all day what we were really working on. The boss wouldn't approve the case of a dead insect, not to mention the lost bodies. So, with a few packs of cigarettes and a couple of pots of coffee, we waited out the end of the shift to finally go into the hive again. Because we never learn. The shift is over, Marty. Can we get to the real work?
Thanks to the wild ones, this day almost killed me.
Don't tell me.
Even the paperwork was scarce. Don't animals want to eat each other anymore?
Oh my god, Marty.
See? Everything used to be better.
Meanwhile, in homicide, life goes on. Everybody's just shooting and beating each other to death. What are we coming to?
I hear you, young fella. What? Why are you looking like that?
Don't look behind you.
Oh, no, don't tell me it's...
Santino Featherland and Martin McChicken.
Ah, feathers. I knew it.
I'm sure he just wants to say goodnight.
Santino!
Is Blood Boil in a wheelchair? When did he... When did he get put in a wheelchair?
A dog that barks doesn't bite, huh? What chicken shit.
Hey, boss. How nice to see you. Is that a new coat?
Yeah, it looks good on you. But we were just leaving.
Ah, not so fast, chickens.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. Such a classic.
I see you're still full of life. How about a little overtime?
Oh, God.
I don't know, boss. My back's a little stiff.
Yeah, it's been a busy day.
All that paperwork.
And target practice.
And paperwork?
We said that already.
Yeah, but today was twice as much, so...
Enough.
Yep.
Someone's waiting for you in your office. You might pop in there once in a while for a change.
But who? At this hour? Is nothing sacred anymore?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, boss, but whatever it is, if it's not an urgent predatory case, then...
Featherland, do I need to remind you that you're only still here because I graciously allow it?
No, sir.
I beg your pardon.
No, sir. I am aware of that.
You should have retired 1,000 years ago, to everyone's delight. But you're still here, on your own volition, so you dance like I whistle, you understand? Or you can go straight to the old hen house.
Yes, sir.
To your office, then. I'll be waiting for you there. I'll give you 2 minutes.
Yes, boss. Got it, boss. Did I already tell you how nice your coat is?
Shut the clock up, McChicken.
I want a McChicken so bad now.
Yes, sir. Who the clucking cluck could it be?
It's me, guys. I'm there. Hi!
Whoever it is, they can go cluck themselves for all I care.
Wow.
We don't have time for this. We have to find Frank.
Wow.
The old bone chewer's gonna crunch you like a little late-night snack.
I love how big their eyes are right now.
You're right. It's better to do what he asks, whatever it is. Just get it over with.
Anyway, why aren't we private eyes? Then we wouldn't have this kind of problem.
Because private eyes are underpaid.
Yeah.
Us too.
Well, they don't have insurance.
Do we?
No one respects them.
Us neither.
And they're generally just pathetic, Marty.
So are we.
Good point. So why aren't we private snoops?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's go and see what's waiting for us in the office.
Alright, so we got a new info on Blood Boil. Also give him the goodest of pets. Lucius Wilford Blood Boil. Dog. Well, he's a bloodhound. Let's be real. Canis lupus familiaris. The head of the Clawville Police Department and perhaps the most indestructible resident of the city. He was recently forced into a wheelchair when a raid led to a brutal shootout with a gangster clan. But even that didn't stop him from pursuing crime. Only this time with even more ferocity. The old geezer hates me with all his bones, but I kind of admire him in my own way. Of course, I wouldn't admit that to him, even if I were forced at gunpoint.
Listen, Mon, we just came from the hive. Straight from the queen, Miss Zaneta.
You're serious? Well, I sincerely admire you boys for making it out alive.
Actually, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, we did fill our pants a little.
Oh my god.
Just a little.
My condolences.
You know something about her, Mon. We must have a file on her or something.
Zenaida is a truly mysterious woman. Truth is, we're not even sure that's her real name. And there's no mention of any family name, of course. Some believe that she is descended from an old noble family.
She did have some old paintings of classy bugs in her lair.
But others say it's all just theatrical powder, and that the Queen, on the contrary, has fought her way to the top out of poverty.
Like in a fairy tale.
Exactly. It's all fairy tales, and myths and legends, no facts.
Thanks, Mon. That helped.
You're welcome, Boss Bird. Just let me know if you need anything.
I will, sweetheart. What?
Nothing? Nothing, just some strange sparks bouncing all over the place.
Ah, shut up, Marty. Hey, Mon. Tell me, what the hell is all this? Who's waiting for us in the office?
You know what? I've not a clue, and it makes me furious.
You don't know? But you know everything that's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just it. Blood Boil let whoever it is in through the back door, and me, he cut me out completely.
That's outrageous.
Right? But I'm not gonna let it go.
Good. Get the old bone chewer by his tail.
Oh, I will.
Damn. He didn't even let Mon know.
Let's go.
Are you a husky, my sir?
What can I say? Home away from home. The familiar smell of thousand-year-old files. An unopenable window. An unlockable door. Familiar scratches on ancient wooden chairs. The mark of a fallen cigarette butt, forever burned into the desk. The haunting memory of 1,000 empty bottles. If I die tonight, bury me here, under the cold, dead cases. But first, let's talk to this clown.
This gentleman here is...
Cassidy Lupus, the Silent Wolf.
Oh no, he's an actual wolf. I fucking love it.
The who?
I see my reputation precedes me again. Exactly as my white-feathered friend said. I'm Cassidy Lupus. Actor, artist, and idol to some.
Wow. Cassidy Lupus is speaking to us.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Mr. Lupus has a problem and asked for our help. We don't usually get involved in such personal matters. Mr. Lupus is a well-beloved movie star and close friend of our great king.
Just what we needed.
Excuse me, Detective Featherland?
I said we're honored.
You know, they say wonderful things about you boys. Epic adventures, bloody affairs, crime gang shootings, arson.
Just an average Monday morning.
Oh, sadly, my Monday mornings are not exactly cloudless these days either. And especially not average.
Oh my, are you out of caviar, perhaps?
Oh, please, don't be so base. I understand I'm from a different circle. I'm not as tanned and wild as you, but I'm coming to you for help.
Don't listen to him, Mr. Lupus. He's always like that. But otherwise, he's a great detective, I can assure you.
He is.
So, what can we do for you?
Well, it's a complex and delicate matter, but I've been threatened. I need your protection.
Are we doing another one of these cases?
Protection. Excuse me, but we're detectives. We're not here to prevent trouble. We're here to find the cause, if it's already happened.
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of detective work in this case, believe me.
I'm afraid I don't follow. But okay, fine. How about if I ask you some pointed questions first?
Like an interrogation? Like in a movie? That's fantastic. You know, I've never played a detective or a murderer before.
Let's hope you don't have to do it this time either. Shall we begin?
Just do what you do best, boys.
Okay. After this interrogation, I think I might call it for a stream. The Silent Wolf. The Silent Wolf is a famous comic book that has recently been made into a hugely successful movie starring Cassidy Lupus. The story centers on an ex-policeman who, fed up with the police corruption and incompetence, becomes a masked vigilante who terrifies the criminals of Clawville at night. Cassidy Lupus, Grey Wolf, Canis Lupus. Name a little on the nose. The name that everyone knows apart from me, it seems. Well, I've heard of him, although I have little interest in the world of cinema. And Lupus is a perfect example of what I despise about the Clawville film world. A real bloated blister. But apart from that, quite an interesting character, and it seems there's a deeper layer beneath that superficial surface, and down there are probably a lot of secrets buried. Still not sure what's up with Monica. Mr. Cassidy Lupus. Mr. Cassidy Lupus is the famous movie star contacted us saying he was receiving threatening messages from a mysterious individual. We need to interrogate Mr. Lupus. We do indeed.
Don't hesitate, gentlemen. Feel free to ask anything.
Okay, let's see.
I can't believe we're questioning the great Cassidy Lupus.
Yes, right. Me neither.
Feathery heavens, please make this quick.
Alright. Let's do this.
The actors. So here's the famous Cassidy Lupus, movie star. Arrogant, self-righteous, anxious type. He's visibly nervous, though he clumsily tries to hide it. He's not that good an actor. Playing on his vanity might be a good direction. I don't think the bad cop routine would work for him. But then again, I might just have to squeeze him to succeed. I'm not in the mood to patronize him, but if I have to, I'm sure I can get more out of him than he's willing to say with a little charm and finesse. So, tell us in your own words what happened and why you feel you need protection.
Look at that face.
Well, I've been getting menacing messages from someone for a while.
What kind of messages?
That's the weirdest part. We actors get involved in this kind of thing all the time, but it's always about money or some kind of personal item.
Yes, go on.
I once had a crazy fan come at me with a knife because I refused to ask her out. Can you imagine?
Hardly. But please, let's stick to the point. So this is somebody... What did they ask you to do?
That's the strangest thing. It was essentially a business proposition.
What kind of business proposition?
Oh, it's just ridiculous, but they want me to be some kind of publicity face. Me, the great Cassidy Lupus on some ridiculous billboard. No barking way.
Why would you be averse to being in a commercial? I don't get it, but it would really suit you. How about a dog food commercial, for example? Woo! I understand. You're too sensitive for simple commercials. That one.
I understand. You're just too sensitive for simple commercials.
I didn't know you had such a bright mind. Yes, you're right. A great artist doesn't sell himself for peanuts.
So you're holding out for a premium price. The big money, right?
There is no such money, Mr. Featherworld.
Land, feather, land. But please, tell me why you think they're making you an offer in threatening messages. Isn't that a little, unusual?
A little. It's bizarrely unusual. So much so that I thought for sure it was just some childish prank. But the messages, well, there was something really sinister in them. And what they're trying to blackmail me with, if only you knew.
So then tell me, you dummy.
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Either a jealous...
Is there anyone who would want to harm you? A jealous colleague, perhaps? Jealousy can make animals do crazy things.
I've got a lot of people jealous, that's for sure. But I don't think anyone would want to hurt me just because of that.
You don't know.
You think too highly of animals. You know, behind their friendly smiles, there are often repressed emotions.
I've starred in dozens of dramas and lived among actors all my life. I know all about lying. But I don't know anyone who wants me done for.
You mean who wants your death?
I didn't say that. But whoever's behind this wants Cassidy Lupus to be framed. To make my shining star go down.
Okay, I get it. Thank you. Let's dig a tiny bit deeper.
Do your job, detective.
What exactly is in these messages, and how did they reach you in the
What
first
exactly
place?
is in these messages? And how did they reach you in the first place?
We had just finished shooting my latest picture when my stunt double, Percy, handed me a letter. He said they thought he was Lupus, and someone, a dark figure in a dark suit, had pushed it into his hand and run away. He swore he hadn't read it, but he was pale as the moon.
So this, someone simply confused you two?
Percy looks exactly like me. That's why he's my double, silly. But to tell you the truth, his profile is a little less chiseled and his stance could do with some work.
Do you think someone who knows you well can tell the difference?
Not from afar, but if that someone knew me really intimately, they should have seen he wasn't the real me.
Didn't you ever think that your double was just making it all up? And he's the one behind it?
Percy? Oh, no, that's impossible. He idolizes me.
I wouldn't dismiss the possibility, though.
As you wish, but I assure you that Percy is a man of impeccable character. You should have seen how frightened he was.
And you? Are you a man without blemish?
No, I wouldn't say that.
So, what was in that first message?
That I'd find a contract on my desk that I'd sign if I wanted to do right by myself. Written in red, but not in blood, before you ask. However, the tone was very rude and threatening. Then, when I got back to my office, there was indeed the contract, but to be honest, I could only laugh at the contents.
What did it say?
An exclusive contract with some advertising agency I'd never heard of. Some kind of snake something. A new product line was to be advertised mainly on billboards.
Snake something? You don't remember?
I only remember the important things.
That's important.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you still have that contract somewhere?
What do you think? I giggled and tore it to pieces.
Well, that clue is gone. What kind of product were you supposed to be promoting? Do you at least remember that?
There wasn't any. Can you imagine? How can I accept an offer if I don't know what it's about?
Yes, that's really strange.
They said I'd get the details later and tried to assure me it was worthy of my reputation. That's how I knew they had no idea what I'm really worth.
Mm. Used to starring in historical epics of a grand scale, am I right? So you star in these romantic flops, do you? Tell me, what are you working on now?
Tell me, what are you working on now?
We've just finished a new classic of the ages, Elwolf.
It sounds very exciting. Did everything go well on set?
On the contrary, it was a nightmare.
How's that?
It's because of Charles Rufus Vidor. You must have heard of him.
Afraid not, but that's not surprising for me.
Oh, he's an animal. They say he's the greatest director and producer of his time, but I say he's a bloated bladder.
Well, that's very diplomatic.
In the end, the picture will still be a success, thanks to me. But I'll never work with that fraud again.
I see. This could be useful.
If you say so.
So let's get to the point. How are they blackmailing you?
That's not important.
How could it not be?
I mean, yes, I understand that you want to know, but believe me, that's not the point.
I still want to know. Leave the investigation to me. Answer the questions.
Cats.
Cats? You mean pussycats?
Cats, there's no other way of saying it. Cats are my weakness. Feline fever. But I'll get over it, I swear.
Pussycats.
What do you mean, your weakness?
Isn't it obvious? They drive me mad. They drive me crazy. My tail gets hard and...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy on the details. I get it. You're being blackmailed about cats.
Kind of. Sort of. Almost.
Oh my god. You have to trust me if you want me to help you. Alright, enough of this dog shit. Start talking. This is a dead end. Are you putting on a play?
You have to trust me if you want me to help you. Is that really all there is to it? Your, affection for cats?
Why is that so unbelievable?
Because it'll be in the tabloids. They'll gossip about it for 2 days, and then everybody goes about their business. You don't think this could ruin your career, do you?
You have no idea how spotless I am in the public eye, Mr. Featherline.
Featherland.
Featherland. And yes, I believe your image is impeccable, but a slip-up like this is easily forgiven.
You know, in the movies, they used to powder my fur even lighter. You know why?
Something about the lights? I don't know anything about movies.
Because it makes me look even cleaner. You know what I mean?
I get it. But you must understand that even if you're gonna stand here in front of me like a movie god, I need to hear the truth.
Well, you're quite the character.
So I've been told.
Okay, so there is a certain cat, a woman, and they have a photo of us. They're blackmailing us with it. That's what it's about.
Are you married?
Just a few months, yes.
Ah, now I understand everything. You see? It's that easy.
You have to understand, if that picture gets out...
Oh, now that we've got that out of the way, are you finally willing to speak frankly?
Ask away. What difference does it make?
I'm sorry, but I have to ask. Who is the lucky cat lady who's put your privacy and reputation at jeopardy?
You know, it's almost humorous, but you know her.
Oh god.
Really? I wasn't expecting that.
Oh no.
Meredith H. Marble.
What? Huh, cluck me. You mean the writer? The creator of the Chicken Police book series?
No way. I thought it was gonna be somebody else.
Real predator, am I right?
Oh yeah, our lives have been taken and torn apart by her, that's for sure. But I see, in some ways, yours has too.
You need to understand, that woman is a nobody. I mean, no disrespect, but she means nothing to me. It's just, you know, she's a cat. And sometimes that's enough for me.
Then why did you marry a rabbit?
Yeah.
Because Faye is the love of my life, that's why. This cat thing is, you know, physical and nothing else. But it's incredibly strong.
Okay, big fella, calm down. Now, why do you think they're trying to kill you? Isn't it enough that they leak the picture and you're done?
Maybe it would be enough, but I didn't let it go. You may think I'm a big fraud, a ripoff, but Cassidy Lupus is not to be intimidated. I made it clear to them that I wouldn't give in, not even if they leaked the picture.
Oh, maybe you do have some nerve. I'm genuinely surprised.
Thank you.
Or maybe you're just too stupid to realize how serious this is.
Ouch.
So then they threatened you.
Mortally. The last letter was just a poster folded up. It's a poster from an old movie I did.
And you took that as a threat?
It's called The Last Howl. The last part of a series in which the protagonist I play dies.
That's a little on the nose.
Right. I knew right away I had to get help. That's why I came to you.
So that's it? There's no more?
I think I told you everything, yes.
Quite a story. But I'm glad you finally managed to open up.
You know, Mr. Feather something?
Yes, that's right, Feather something.
Maybe you are as good a detective as they say.
Then maybe I thank you. You see? That's what I'm talking about.
I only had 1 star? What? Bogus.
So, let me get this straight. You have a secret affair that you've been blackmailed with. But because you didn't give in, you feel you have a death threat. And it'll be fulfilled soon.
Exactly as you say, dear detective. Oh, no wonder they say some good things about you.
What do you mean some? Are they saying bad things too?
Probably. Come on, Sonny.
Oh, well, you know, that's not what I meant.
I don't think we should go into that, Sonny. What you don't know won't hurt you, right?
Don't stick your beak in, Marty.
Everybody's the subject of silly gossip, aren't they? Your partner's right. It's better to let it go.
Oh my god.
Fuzzy heavens. Right. So, there's this premiere, am I right?
Yes, the premiere of El Wolf at the magnificent Ivory Palace. Have you heard of it?
For all things feathered, of course. We're not even allowed in there. That place is the most exclusive movie theater in town.
Come on, you'll be my guests. Of course they'll let you in, silly.
Sonny, we have to do it.
Oh my god.
What? Why should we?
Because this good man is in danger.
Uh-huh.
Ah, you just want to go to a fancy party with movie stars, don't you?
No.
Marty.
Well?
I think we'll take the case, dear Mr. Lupus.
Ah, splendid.
If you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll discuss this with my partner.
No, just go ahead.
What the cluck are you doing?
I'm enthusiastic.
Don't be enthusiastic. The whole thing is dog shit.
But, Sonny, he's in danger.
Really?
I don't think he is, but he might be.
Well, whether he is or not, do you think we have a choice? Blood Boil's gonna kill us and use our bones as toothpicks. And besides, when was the last time you went to a movie premiere?
Never.
Me? Never. And that's not an accident.
You just take a deep breath and you hang in there, old bird.
What's gonna happen to Frank?
Yeah.
Well, it's sad to say, but I think he can wait.
Can he?
Maybe you're right.
Hearing this is like sweet oil to my feathers.
Okay, we'll help you.
Now you're talking. I knew I could count on you. You won't regret it. I'll pay you handsomely for your services. Speaking of which, how much were you thinking?
Well, if we add it all up, the trip, the time, and of course the costs. I mean, that won't be necessary. I guess we'll be doing this in our police capacity and out of the goodness of our hearts.
How nicely summed up, Santino.
Yeah.
So, see you at the party?
Very well, detectives. Can't wait.
Don't get yourself killed, okay?
Well, your sense of humor, it's one of a kind.
Not really, you know, a sense of humor. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You could tell whose desk is whose before even seeing it. This is Marty's, this is Sunny's. Alright, what else do we got? It's fine. Hi, Kai! Mr. Cassidy Lupus. Must question the double Percy. Must question Meredith. Maybe I can speak to Monica about it. Ask about the king.
I understand the king himself will be the guest of honor at the premiere.
Hector. Oh, he's an old personal friend of mine. We used to have cigar-smoking, brandy-tasting Clawville wildcard nights together.
Nice. And I didn't know that either.
So you two are close?
He's practically my brother. Some people say we're distant relatives, but even I think that's just a rumor. Though I always thought there was something majestic in our family.
Yeah, I figured that right away. So how did you meet Meredith?
It was quite a strange story. I hadn't even heard of her before. But then, suddenly, it came up that she might write a biography of me. Of course, I was very interested, although I must admit I was enamored by her long legs, her wagging tail, and her playful whiskers.
Dude, calm down.
Well, she's not a small-town woman, that's for sure.
Marty, a little professionalism, please.
Yeah.
So how was the rest?
Oh, you know, I offered her a drink, then things happened fast. And then the rest came naturally.
Ay, ay, ay.
You slept with her right away?
What could I do?
I don't know, not.
Right. That's the only option in this situation.
And they photographed you. What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much of a coincidence for my taste. Tell me, does your wife know about your affair?
Of course not. That's one of the main reasons I'm trying to avoid it leaking out.
I see. And the, cat thing, does she know about that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I'm afraid she does. She's trying her best to cure me, and I swear I want to heal, but it's so hard. You see, as soon as I entered the station, I was bumped into by a colleague of yours, the Bobcat lady. Needless to say, Chief Inspector Bloodboil had to drag me away from her.
Jesus Christ, man. You need... I don't know what you need. But you need something.
I wouldn't worry about Miss Vasquez. She'd bite you in half. But I see your point. I feel sorry for your wife.
I do too.
As am I. You know, once you get to know her, she's a real piece of work. More than that, a masterpiece.
So then, like, what?
I believe you, Mr. Lupus.
Yeah, he's got cat scratch fever, that's for sure. Alright. Did it save at all? Let's go.
Wow. Well, that's, what can I say? I can't even find my words in this mess.
It's perfectly organized chaos, Marty. Everything has its place and purpose.
Uh-huh. Good one. And all that stuff on the floor?
Full use of available space.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm not pushing it.
Have you ever been here before?
Why? Because it's tidy? Order is the soul of everything. You could learn from me, old bird.
This isn't just order, Marty. No living animal has ever worked here. That's for clucking sure.
What can I say? I'm an open book to you.
Sometimes I think that's just the surface, and there's more underneath.
But then you realize that you overthink everything.
What can I say? I'm an open book to you, partner.
Alright. So it just saved. So I think this is where we're going to be calling it for the night. Let's see. Exit to title. So, a lot of things happened. I don't know. We're gonna exit. Yes, I am sure I want to exit. We're gonna go into big model mode. And do my background music, maybe, possibly. Ba-bing! Dang! Done. Okay, so, here's... I'm confused a little. I don't understand why... Yes, we are going to be rating him in a minute. Because he's going to be streaming. Or is streaming. But I'm confused a little bit by this whole thing of where we're gonna help this Mr. Lupus, but I feel like it's gonna have something tied into our stuff with the hive. I hope. Other than that, I have no idea. I like Mr. Lupus as a concept. I don't like him as a character. Maybe because British. Yeah, I mean, I mean, dude, he needs help. He needs to figure out why he has such cat scratch fever. Like, for real. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so we are going to be on Mal's stream tomorrow with more Wacky Wednesday shenanigans. And then we're gonna be on my stream Thursday and on his stream Friday. If you need the schedule, it is in my Discord. I have different icons for different people, depending on who is actually involved, and the first icon is what channel it's gonna be on. That's it. I think that's all I got. I'm hungry. I'm tired. We're gonna go raid Mr. Malthaka.
We cannot end yet, Mother. I require more souls.
I know, but we gotta. I'm also hungry, and you're probably hungry as well, my little man. So, you know, why can't I raid? There we go. So, we're gonna go raid. And, but either way, we're gonna end. And I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hi to everybody on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.